Descending down into Halifax's sewers is a journey back in time. Down here, it looks just as it did when this pipe was built a century and a half ago.
I can hold it. Pull the ladder up.
Except now there are signs of decay and more often collapse. That's when they send in the robotic camera. This section was built in the 1880s when Halifax's population was a tenth of what it is today.
The conditions down there are definitely biohazard, I guess. They're dirty and it's dark and lots of things down there.
What kind of things?
Well, presently probably here's the general waste, and you have some living creatures down there, rats and etc.
No sea monsters.
No sea monsters.
Since its inception, Halifax dumped raw sewage into its harbor. The last batch of federal money fixed that less than a decade ago with new treatment facilities. But there just hasn't been the money to replace the city's 2,000 kilometers of aging pipes.
A lot of the money that you do get from infrastructure money from the feds tends to go to new shiny things that can be shown off. Pipes are not that. So I think a lot of cities have had deferred maintenance issue on pipes. So yeah, in some cases the pipes might be prone to bursting. In other cases, as I say, it's environmental needs that drive the requirement to have new infrastructure under the ground.
What's an environmental need? What does that mean?
Well, making sure that the water is safe.
Okay.
Yeah, we're about 85 feet below sea level here, so it's a long way down.
Sewage streams through pipes that are many decades old here.
There it is. There it is, yeah. We're about 100 feet below grade.
To a pit deep underground.
That's all sewage. It's all sewage, yeah.
Not exactly the nicest of views, but one workers need to check often. Bit of an aside, no matter where you live, don't flush dental floss. It really messes up the process.
We've been trying to replace the infrastructure for decades, but wastewater has been a neglected piece of infrastructure for many, many years, and it's not just in here in Halifax. It's common right across the country, and we're a long way behind, and we need the funding.
And it's a lot, $2.5 billion. Costs for big urban projects have traditionally been split, with the federal, provincial, and municipal governments each picking up a third. But more recently, cities have been left on their own or with way less. For instance, the feds paid for just a sixth of Halifax's newest and vast treatment facility, leaving ratepayers to cover the rest. And there's a backlog. Billions for upgrades and pipe replacements.
$2.6 billion is an enormous amount of money. But the reality is, water and wastewater are kind of the unsung heroes of a municipality, because people don't think about water and wastewater services because they're underground. They don't think about it until they're not working. It's not a sexy industry, but it's really the backbone of the economy.
So Halifax, like cities across Canada, is waiting to see what the Liberals' promised stimulus spending will actually cover. They have dozens of shovel-ready projects and plans to hire more people if the money comes through. Workers to fix what is rarely ever seen and what's often taken for granted.
If we look at pipes, whether it's water delivery or sewage, in or out,
Yeah.
how urgent is it for you to get money and to be able to take action?
I'd say it's one of the most important things that we can do.
Well, and Halifax is not alone. For years, cities have talked all about infrastructure underneath our streets, and they told the Prime Minister that they not need it again on Tuesday. They'll get a sense at that point of what they can fix, what money they'll have, and what, Anne-Marie, may still have to wait.
I've watched you do a lot of stories. It's the first time I've seen you wade into a sewer.
Yeah, there was a lot of rubber boot action for this one.
Thanks for doing it for us, David.
Thank you.